The floor of the octagonal vault lights up again when the door is closed, and Ethan slowly turns himself on the rope until he's facing away from the computer with his head pointed towards the floor. He lithely kicks his legs around so that he's upright, and now facing the monitor. With his feet by the keyboard, he places the temperature gauge, which has a thick wire leading back up into the vent, on top of the large computer. In the bathroom, William cleans the sink with some paper towels, then rushes back to the toilet to be sick again. Ethan presses a switch on the temperature gauge, then carefully lets go of it. It says 72.8 F and red on the screen. The temperature goes down 0.1. Ethan holds onto the computer and pushes his legs backwards into the air, still dangling from the wires attached to his hips. With his legs in the air, Ethan leans down to type Donald William into the computer. Krieger's hands shake. Ethan scrolls through names. Luther's smile fades as he watches Ethan search for the NOC list on the database.
Holy Mother of God. The NOC list.
Agents, non-official cover. While Ethan downloads the list, Krieger's struggling to hold on to the rope. There's a rat in the vent with him. In the bathroom, William washes his face at the sink, then dries it with a paper towel. Still dangling at an angle in the vault, Ethan takes 2 disks out of his vest and holds one between his teeth. He puts one back into his pocket, then carefully puts the other one into the slot on the computer. The decibel meter. Ethan waits as he downloads the NOC list onto a disk. Krieger looks panicked as he notices the rat scuttling towards him, and his hands shake. The pulley creaks. The download of the list is complete. The rat moves closer to Krieger just as Ethan's reaching for the disc. Krieger lets go of the rope. Then he catches it right before Ethan hits the floor. Looking panicked, Ethan spreads his arms and legs wide and dangles just centimeters off the floor. Krieger's killed the rat. The temperature goes up. William briefly leaves the bathroom, then rushes back in. Ethan sways his arms slightly as he tries to remain level right above the vault floor. He stares unblinkingly. The temperature climbs up. Ethan watches a bead of sweat trickle down the lens of his glasses, just about to fall. Luther looks anxious. Krieger's desperately clinging to the rope while another sweat droplet glides down Ethan's glasses. William types in his passcode, and Ethan catches the sweat on his glove. Luther lets out a breath, then notices William's location.
He's at the vault.
Krieger starts hauling Ethan back up. The rope grinds against metal, setting off the decibel meter.
4 yellows. 1 red.
William does the retina scan and Ethan grabs the disc from the computer on his way back up. He picks up the temperature gauge.
Can't move it. Toast.
With the disk between his teeth, Ethan's rapidly pulled back up to the vent.
Messy.
Ethan's head and shoulders are through the vent opening, but his legs are still dangling. As he reaches for the disk between Ethan's teeth, Krieger drops his knife. Ethan watches in horror as the knife falls down into the vault in slow motion, then lands, sharp point down, right beside the keyboard. William comes into the vault and stares with a confused, knitted brow at the weapon wedged in the rubber mat beside the keyboard of the top secret computer. He pulls out the sharp knife and examines it, then looks up at the now closed vent above. The lasers are zigzagging across it,